This is the Nightwolf howling at you. And today we're going to jump into the 80s so we can take a look at the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Stratos Winged Warrior from the cartoon collection, based on the original cartoon from Filmation. As we turn the box around, we see As Seen on the Reign of the Monster, which I just gonna say I don't remember this at all. Maybe I need to rewatch that cartoon series again. Like those vehicles don't stand out to me at all either. But on the plus side, they do show Hawk there. Was the sister's name Hawk in this series? Or was that in the 2000 series that she was called Hawk? I don't remember. Anyway, we see that he comes with his staff of Avion, which is what gives them the power of flight. And you can twist into powerful battle positions, blah, blah, blah. Although they include in this wave, even though these have been coming out in twos with other characters or with the fan favorite characters, I should say, we do see the Tila, heroic warrior goddess, Trapjaw, the evil and armed for combat, Stratos, winged warrior, and Merman, the ocean warlord. Let's open this sucker up. Stratos comes with. Here's his little information sheet showing all the parts that come off: his wings, his arms, his feet. Actually, he's got the same boots as Skeletor. And his head. We are also treated to a new mini comic. So let's see what I can make up for this one because I haven't read it yet. The Perilous Power. It appears that Merman has somehow stolen the Staff of Avalon from the avian people, meaning that soon without it, he'll probably lose the power of flight. At least that's kind of what it hinted at in the original series. Although I'm not sure what this little glowing ball is supposed to be. And it appears that Merman has decided to destroy a dam on some village somewhere. And what's the deal with this? Are these a bunch of underwater housing units or what? You know, these comics make more sense when you actually read them ahead of time. Okay, so this does look like it is in fact like an underwater village that is now being flooded by water somehow. But we have Merman fighting against Stratos there, which makes sense. Water versus air. However you want to look at that. Nice close-up of Stratos' face. Merman still trying to use the staff, which I don't get it. The sorceress flies over, and I don't know if this is supposed to be her showing. I don't know if this is supposed to be her like transforming, because she's not generally supposed to be able to transform outside of Castle Grayskull, or if that's just supposed to represent her talking then to Stratos directly. Some other heroes show up, including Man-at-Arms, Orko, and Extendar. And then what looks kind of weird too is it looks like Merman is giving something to a king of the mer people, and I thought Merman was supposed to be the actual king of the mer people. On the other side, we get to see that Stratos has somehow gotten the staff back. Did we actually see that in the book somewhere? Well, we didn't see the actual act happen, but apparently, you know, we went from Merman having it here to Stratos having it there. Anyway, so he gives it to some princess, like I guess, and he isn't actually the leader of the Aquarians. Aquaticans? And everything ends in a happy ending, and man, I'm gonna get reamed for this one, aren't I? Anyway, we get the cross on the back as well again, with Tila, Trapjaw, Stratos, and Merman. I will definitely have had this read before I actually do the Merman one. Then again, maybe this was entertaining, maybe fumbling through the comic. So right now, with the addition of the Staff of Avalon here, this version of Stratos comes with more gear than his original Origins toy did. So that's pretty cool. Simplified backpack. And it looks like the only way to get that on and off is going to be to remove his body parts. You know, some of the almost like demonic symbology on some of the Filmation items, it's kind of surprising. Because that does kind of look like a demon goat head thing. Like this looks, that symbol makes it look like it should go with Skeletor more than the Avion people. But overall, the staff is not too bad looking. For Stratos himself, he's got a simplified head sculpt. Looks like they did use a shiny paint on the eyes, so it does reflect a little bit, so that's cool. And the overall paint deco does seem to be well done. Although it does look like... Actually, it looks like his head is made of a lot of different parts. Alright, so the main part of the helmet here is definitely red. Okay. For a moment there, I thought the blue mask was a separate piece because of the way it was landing over here. I don't know if you can see that well, but it's just the way it's painted that makes it look that way. However, I definitely would say that the mouth, nose, and beard here are a separate part. Articulation wise, he's got the standard ball joint in the head where we can spin it all around. We can look down, we can look up. I just realized that the cartoon collection, or maybe I did realize it previously and just didn't say anything, they got no nipples, unlike the regular ones. All right, his arm hinges up, it hinges down, it hinges up again and down again, and we can spin it all around and do the hokey pokey. And you turn yourself about. That's what it's all about. Because it turn yourself around, and that's what it's all about. Anyway, we have the standard elbow joint, which you can't really see because his feathers are hiding it. So we'll go on this side. I do think the cartoon collection figures, the way they design the joints on these ones, do have a tendency of having a little bit more bend to them than our Origins friends do. The wrist has the 360 and an in and out hinge, but it is greatly hindered in some ways by his arm thingies. So we get the full waist spin. Oh yeah, can't forget we do have the peg in here, so we can go like this. And again, full waist spin. Legs kick up yay far. Kick back yay far. Knee bends. I would say we definitely get a 90 degree there, maybe even just a little bit better. But it is, well, no, not better. It is as close to 90 degrees as the figures get, and it is a little bit more than Origins. Boot cut, spin it around, ankle hinge, and a spin on the peg holding the foot in place. As I mentioned before, it does look like you basically need to remove all of that to get the backpack off, which I'm okay with. And this is actually made out of a harder plastic than most of the harnesses have been made out of. So it's going to be sturdy, but it also means that if you don't have it on him and something drops on it, you're going to break it. It's going to smash and crack and get all icky. But, I mean, that's good design, though. Kind of wish more of the harnesses were designed that way, you know? Just kind of like slide it on over there. And if you want to get the wing parts off, you have to pull the hand off. I do kind of wish that this is what they had done for Origins. Like, I know they're trying to go for the whole aesthetic of the original toys when they did a lot of the stuff with Origins. But, little improvements like this would have been better. Speaking of which, we have our naked Stratos here to do a quick comparison of the equipment. So as you can see, the harness is not as detailed, and Stratos does have all the straps that you actually have to connect. Now just imagine how much cleaner this would have looked if it was done in this style here. Although you probably would have still had to have something on the front since it collects so low on him. And then, of course, he's got the kind of bifurcated wings there, I guess is the way to put it, where his wings are a single piece. Actually, his head's a lot bigger too on the cartoon one. He's also not as hairy. Because in the cartoons, basically nobody was hairy when they were supposed to be. But like I mentioned before, he does come with the staff where the other one did not. And there's even less detail on this backpack than this one. But to be fair, I think the cartoon collection one does have a better backpack. Overall, I will say the cartoon collection Stratos is definitely the best version of Stratos that they've put out in Origins style. He's a lot cooler in 2000X, but that's a whole different story. And he looks less like a monkey. Like, this is the thing with Origin Stratos, is that the face sculpt on him, it always looks like he's got like a chimpanzee mouth to him. But that was also a problem with the original toy too. I think this is the Stratos you want in your collection if you're going to just have one. I mean, I've got all three of the versions that they've done so far because I'm a psycho collector who buys all of them. But yeah, I think I do honestly believe that Cartoon Collection Stratos is the superior version of Stratos overall. I mean, it would be cool if we had more details in his backpack and stuff. Like, you've got the extra feather details on there. I don't care about the back here. I actually like this style much better than this. And this is kind of almost like the Rocketeer from the Disney movie. I'm also not sure how I feel, though, about the lack of fur. We like our men hairy. No, because remember, original Stratos did use Beastman's body. I hope you enjoyed this look at the Cartoon Collection Stratos. Let me know, are you collecting the Cartoon Collection stuff? I think they are really nice figures. And overall, I think I might actually like most of their designs better than I like the ones for Origins. I'm not going to lie. Please feel free to leave a comment if you would. Hit that subscribe button, that'd be really helpful. Peace and love.